Previously, in the dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party was in the process of regrouping in the training room outside of the Dorm Descentia within the Magic Academy of Dwemercore. But their discussion on possible courses of action was cut short as Halaster Blackcloak, headmaster of the academy, arrived on the scene. The Mad Mage was in a lively mood and attempted to convince the party to continue the tour of the academy. For their part, the party was looking for a bit more action and specifically a bit more direction. They had heard repeatedly that there was some sort of fiendish issue that had occurred in the conjuration classroom, so the party broached the subject with the headmaster. Ashes started by asking after Borden, and after finding out that his mentor had apparently taken a contract to fight this fiend, and then run out on it, the party decided that perhaps finishing that contract would be a good way to progress things on this floor. They bargained with Halaster that they would take care of the fiend that had been summoned, and in return, they would be shown the way forward to the next level, be given free passage through Dwemercore's halls, and be given an item from the headmaster's treasure trove for their troubles. Halaster agreed, with the stipulation that they could continue their tour while traveling to the conjuration classroom. The party accepted. They headed south, and their first stop brought them to a room that appeared as if they had stepped out into the open city of Waterdeep in the middle of spring, the illusion classroom. Here they briefly met the illusion teacher, Professor Figment. Next, they headed further south to the transmutation classroom. Here they found a large magic circle in which stood a golden statue of a young man, and across the room was a cage in which sat a large egg. Further south still, the party found the necromancy classroom. Here, Halaster was especially cautious, actually acting afraid, and warning the party to only ever enter the classroom if they truly were interested in the necromantic arts. Past the classroom's doors was a catacomb-like room filled with skulls and a shadowy floating figure, Nestor, the Spectre of Decay. From here, the party headed east, where they met Skriana Shadowdusk, a young woman who spoke gibberish, and her construct and Grell companions. Halaster acted laughably evasive around her before leading the party north into the divination classroom. Here, the party met the magical orb named Professor Bring, but Ezrah was dismissive of the classroom, and they quickly left. Further east, they found the Silent Study Hall, and then east and south they found the Detention Hall. Within a cell here, the party found some emaciated goblins. Halaster overlooked them, and in fact, after some discussion with the goblins and with the headmaster, it became apparent that Halaster couldn't see the goblins at all and had no memory of them. After correcting the situation, the headmaster sheepishly sent the goblins to the Willow Wood at Bones' request. After this, the party headed west and finally found themselves near the conjuration classroom. The headmaster explained that there was an illusory wall to the north, and then stepped back, allowing the party to begin their work. Within the next chamber, they found the undecayed corpse of a student, a great tapestry behind which was a secret chamber and several chests, and then to the north, they found the illusory wall. But as they approached, a massive crossbow bolt slammed into Ashes' shield and exploded with brilliant light. A voice beyond said, "Finally, target acquired. Skella sends her regards." The party rushed forward, past the illusory wall, and found nothing. Ashes charged into empty space and heard a grunt as he impacted something. Matashtai came behind, lighting the lantern and revealing and showing a massive Orthon, a tusked, fiendish bounty hunter, Vangrath. The party began a deadly struggle with the devil. He was a skilled combatant, wielding a wicked infernal scimitar and a brass crossbow that fired magical ammunition. The devil was fierce and quite dangerous, and against any single member of the party, he might have been an insurmountable challenge. But he was unable to match the entire party's strength, though he was no pushover. In the final moments of the battle, Vangrath cut into Matashtai with his infernal blade, wounding the monk with a necrotic injury. Matashtai, in response, struck the devil down, but Vangrath was an experienced planar bounty hunter. Before he could be vanquished, he bit down on something in his mouth, causing an explosion to detonate from within his body. As the party ducked for cover, weathering the fire and thunder that sprung forth, Vangrath and his gear were obliterated and sent back to the Nine Hells. In the aftermath, Matashtai was still bleeding black from his wounds, but some quick magical healing closed them, ending the threat. A threat that they had walked into on behalf of Halaster Blackcloak, who they were in the dungeon to potentially deal with. And it was a threat that had apparently been waiting for them. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.